Welcome back to Season 3, Episode 2 of a Whole Nother Story podcast. I am excited to announce that I will be going to weekly episode drops. I thought I have too much fun chatting here with my friends that why not ramp it up, and who needs sleep? My guest this week is Julia Gasper, a very good friend of mine. We talk about what it's like being a management major in a sea of accountants and what EQ means to us. We talk about our big Spain adventure, where we went to see our friend Mariah, who was teaching English there. We had other special guests join us who were there specifically for Julia, if you know what I mean. And we talk about how I and a few others almost ruined the entire surprise. So stick around to hear the story and much, much more. Please enjoy Season 3, Episode 2 of a Whole Nother Story podcast. Julia!
So fun.
She's back!
I'm back.
Unfortunately. No, but very fortunately. The unfortunate part was that we've already done this.
We have done it.
We've already done this, and then we had an error. A file error. Not human error.
Could never
might
be.
I add.
Never.
Corrupt file. It was corrupt. I couldn't do anything about it.
That boy was
Yeah.
corrupt.
That boy is corrupt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Big Sabrina fan.
Sometimes. Fair enough.
I like her.
But it's so exciting that you're back here and you agreed to do this again with me
I'm
because
so excited.
it was approximately 1,000,000 degrees in here last time.
It was really warm.
That's okay. It's much cooler today.
Way better. Fall.
Yes, fall time.
She is
It's
here.
beautiful. But tell me about your week.
My week, work, has been working.
Work.
Work. We won't get into it, but it's just been fine recently, and that's all I can say there. Benbow has been gone.
Benbow Baggins. Art
Benbow
boy.
Baggins, art boy. Been traveling, busy bee he is. So I've just had some Julia time, which
Good.
is good.
What have you learned in your Julia time?
I don't like being home alone.
Fair.
Not my favorite.
Fair.
Or walking the dog alone at night.
Ooh, yeah.
Not my favorite.
That's when you're like, you know what? You're fine.
Yeah.
You went to the bathroom an hour ago.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
You're okay. But no, nothing groundbreaking. Had some time to reflect on some greater things, which we will get into later, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, then my mom came up yesterday.
Share Bear.
Share Bear. And you saw her on Friday night.
Did. We got a little crazy.
She had so much fun.
Good.
She loved it.
These yahoos, meaning Julia and former roommate Sarah, called and said, "We're coming to get you. Get in the car." And I said,
Vroom.
"Only if Sherry comes."
So
Sorry.
She did.
And she did. And we sang karaoke at a little dive bar.
And she took videos.
She did. I need to send those to you.
No.
No, I do. Maybe I'll post them instead.
Oh, please don't.
Like a mom.
Yeah, no. I said
Just to be on Sherry's level.
just for you, Mom. But it was a great time.
Yeah.
How was your week?
It was good. Very busy. Work has been steady. Learning.
Good.
I'm an intern.
She is.
And so I'm doing intern work and just hustling and learning. And also trying to do this on the side. So recorded other things this week. It was a good time.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. I'm trying my very best. But how production works is when you're trying new things, it takes many, many hours to figure out what you actually need from it and want from it. So we're in the process, but this is great practice. It's just fun overall to be right here, right now.
Big slay.
Yep. And then cousin Kelsey, who's the floof sourdough expert, is having a baby.
Yay. Congrats.
Yay. First, niece.
Yes.
Oh,
The
people know it's a
golden
girl.
child.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's going to be spoiled.
Yeah. Let me tell you, there should be another one coming shortly after because
Yes.
it helps regulate. But my brother has also recently had news that I can share with you all because you will never know him. But they are pregnant and baby Gasper coming in spring 2026.
Wow.
So to be the second grandchild.
Second.
Well, if you don't count the dogs. But
True. But I
too
feel
many
like
to count.
your family would.
Yeah, they do. But human grandchild second.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's all
Fair
very
enough.
exciting.
It is exciting. We're getting to that age. It's like
Ugh, I know.
babies,
Marriage,
weddings,
other
no money,
things, no monies.
just hanging out.
We're just here and figuring life out.
Yeah. Speaking though of milestones, Julia is our friend group's milestone benchmark getter. Okay, you and Ben.
Okay.
You and Benbo first to get engaged out of the group.
Yes.
He put a ring on it.
He did.
And we will tell that story later too. It's a doozy.
She is a doozy.
But a fun doozy, like an awesome doozy.
That's good.
But the other part that I want to touch on is wedding planning. Because you and Benbo were kind of going the more traditional route, and then it was time to change your mind on a few things. Like what was that like?
So that was what I was referencing earlier this past week. I had time to reflect on weddings and how maybe the traditional route isn't for Ben and I. Right after we got engaged, me kind of felt a lot of pressure to get into the planning, start touring venues, and like locking down a date because of how quickly they get snatched up. And so we had toured several venues, all of them costing several thousands of dollars.
Of course.
For just the venue for not even an entire day, like 12 hours.
Yeah, well, people don't need to eat.
Right.
They don't need a drink.
No,
either.
and like you just stand. You don't need to sit.
Yeah.
Don't need to look at anything but us, obviously, because that is the main show.
In your beautiful, beautiful dress.
Which I will still be wearing. But during all of that, we got kind of sucked in and we were like, okay, we signed a venue and didn't really consider all of the extras on top of the actual rental cost. And so we just kind of were slowly planning, taking our time. I think both of us were a little like anxious about it and what it was going to end up being for a multitude of reasons, financial and like for us and like our desires for the day, I would say. And our like social batteries and all of that. And so we signed our photographer, which love her. But then we kind of took a break. And then while Ben has been gone, I have been kind of looking into things and realizing how much the caterers cost and how much the florals are. And, we need a day of coordinator and event insurance.
Yeah.
And servers and decor and all of those things.
Oh, God.
It was going to be probably $30,000 to have the wedding we would want.
Yeah, on the low side.
Yes, for 75 people, which is not a lot.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, this isn't what I want. And I knew Ben was going to be fine with whatever, but I don't think he wanted the big traditional wedding that has been such like, I mean, for the last 100 years, probably, if not more, has been like, yeah, that's just what you do. But I think there was a lot of pressure family-wise, and like I think social media has really put an idea in my head on like what a wedding needs to be and all of the details you need to have, and like, oh, you have to have like $1 million a million flowers and this and a special gift for your guests and like signature drinks and signage and so many things. That was too much.
Yeah.
So we are not doing that anymore. And we are going to do something a lot more intimate. Ben and I have to figure out what that means for us.
I'm just very, very proud of you for making this decision because, of course, the whole group was going to rally and be there and help make decisions or like complete all of these actions that are boxes you're checking, maybe because of social media. But in the end, when I would hear about how much pressure it was putting on you and Ben as the like newly engaged couple, we were like, no.
Yeah.
That's hurting our friends on this thing that should be so exciting.
Right.
So, yeah, I think it'll be really fun to see what you guys come up with.
Yeah.
And just have the core people there that mean the most to you.
Exactly. And we had set some intentions at the beginning of all of this and we had really like strayed away from it. So we are coming back to those.
Yes.
I'm very excited for that.
You circled back.
We circled back.
You realigned.
We realigned on things. So
brilliant.
Here we are, and we are much more relieved and excited.
Good. Well, me too.
Thank God.
Well, now that we know that the wedding's going to look a little bit different, I think we need to tell people how this all came to be.
How did it all come to be? Well, started before I even knew, but girls, we're going to visit our bestie Mer in Madrid. She's been teaching English there.
Mer in Madrid.
Mariah. We missed her and we were like, we need to go see her. So we were planning girls trip. We were going to meet her in Lisbon and then spend the weekend there, go to Madrid and then Barcelona. And then, so we were planning that. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to me, Mr. Benjamin was plotting and scheming with all of you. I won't use the word I want to use.
What? You can.
Horse.
It's an explicit podcast.
Thank God. Okay.
It's a grown-up podcast. We're grown up here. B words. All us B words.
B words. But anyway, so he was plotting and scheming with all of you to also make the trek. No way.
Surprise.
Shawty. So he was booking flights and planning all of this, and mostly I had no clue, except for a few moments. I knew he had a ring. We found that out.
Yeah.
In January.
Yeah. We had gone ice skating that day.
We did. That was a lovely day.
It was a great day.
I had a fantastic time, but we had gone ice skating, and afterwards we were sitting down for some lunch at the Red Cow.
Yes.
Yummy. And we were texting David because he was not there. And we were trying to make plans with him later, I think. And so Ben was texting him on his phone, and he was like scrolling up to previous messages, and I was looking over his shoulder because that has never been an issue before.
Nosy ass.
I am, and whatever.
And be proud about it.
Exactly. I am nosy. And so then I see a text, and it was like, hey, I may need you to hold on to the ring emoji for a while. And I was like, so Ben and I just looked at each other and laughed, and he was like, yeah.
He's like, that's your fault.
Yeah. And I was like, that is. So we just laughed and didn't acknowledge that.
Yep.
Basically from January to, April? There was a different instance in there. I thought he was going to propose a different time. When we went on a couples trip for our anniversary in March.
Yes.
And couples,
up
just
north.
Ben and I, yes. Lutzen. Gorgeous. And he had booked the Airbnb, and he was like, I thought it was going to be a little romantic, like, oh, we're engaged, you know?
Yeah, it was so funny to see you not floundering, but it was funny to see that your coworkers at work were like convinced.
They were convinced.
They were like, Julia's getting engaged this weekend.
No, they were like telling me. I was
Minnesota,
like, girls, I don't
at this
know.
cabin.
And so they like convinced me.
Yeah.
But then obviously we did not.
Nah.
No. So that was March. And then up until Easter, which was the weekend before we left for our European adventure to see Myrrh, we had gone back to La Crosse for Easter.
Yes.
And we brought David and Kate with us. We had gone down to my grandparents' house.
Yes.
And we were on our way back to the cities. And we were in the back of the car. And there were just like some text messages going back and forth in a group chat. And
What?
Kate was talking about it. I was like, oh, I am not in that group chat. And Myrrh's mother, Kathy K.
Yes, Kathy Kirstein added you to the chat. No, asked if we could add you to the chat because
She didn't have my number.
yeah.
That all was going down.
Yeah.
And then you had texted Myrrh via Snapchat.
Yeah.
To confirm that Kathy knew not to say anything to me.
No telling of the secret.
No.
I was doing my due diligence.
She was trying really hard.
I was. It was only 1 week away. We were so close.
So it was like Sunday and we were leaving Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, it was going to happen in a week, but whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I was added to a group text. And there was a screenshot of a Snapchat message to one Miss Myrrh from Sophia.
And it just said, does Kathy know not to say anything about the surprise?
So I see this.
Hey, at least it didn't have a ring emoji in there. At least it didn't have an airplane
it could
emoji
have
in
been
there.
so much worse.
I could have used names.
There could have been a lot of things.
Yeah.
You spoke in code at least.
Yeah.
So that's great.
I'm pretty new. I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty
chill guy.
secretive.
Just a chill guy.
Yeah.
But so I saw that text and Kate and I were sitting in the back seat and I was like, I saw it in 2 seconds and I was like, huh. I just had a feeling. I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to see this. So I was like, Kate. So I handed her my phone. She took care of business. We just looked at each other. She said nothing. She was obviously like,
Yeah.
F, like.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever had as stressful of like bodily reaction in my life. Like I was like chest numb.
Oh my God,
I was like,
bet.
oh my God. And part of the reason I was not paying attention was my aunt was there for Easter, who we don't see very often. And she was like, can you guys get off your phones? And so I was like, yes, we're just like,
she's like,
I'm just making sure. And so I was like, boop, boop. And then I was like, oh my God. And so I sprinted into the other room and we immediately start scheming.
Damage control.
Yeah, damage control. And I was trying to be helpful, but also just be like, oh my God, I'm going to jump off a cliff and I will help in whatever way possible. And yeah, I think Sarah ultimately came up. Well, at first, I don't know if you knew this, the first excuse they were going to bring up is like, oh, Julia is nervous about travel in general because you'd only been across the ocean twice. Right?
Yeah.
Or on a plane.
Right. Well, and it's not I just get nervous being away from home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're like, what if the moms paid for this wine boat tour? And we're like, why would just the moms pay for Julia to go on a boat tour? But then Sarah was like, what if Ben paid for it? Because he was like, you girls go have fun. He wanted it to be his treat. And that's like the surprise.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, okay, backtrack 1 second. My dad also said something to me before I left. And I cannot leave this out because it was just so silly.
Mike.
The night before I left, I was like finished packing, whatever. And I was just on the phone with my dad. He was on a work trip or a bourbon trip, one of the two.
Bourbon.
I think it was a bourbon trip. And so bourbon was consumed. He was feeling good. And he was like just telling me about like how excited he was for me. And like, obviously like my grandma was from Spain, his mom. And so like we had gone the summer before and like his family's over there. So like whatever, he was just excited for me to be going back. And he was like, I'm so jealous. I wish I could be there. And I was like, okay. And he was just,
then a girls trip.
Yeah. And then he jumped ship to talking about Ben and how great of a guy he is. And, you know, he would do anything for you.
He would.
And then he was like, he would like travel across the ocean. Like, didn't he say? I think he said that. Anyway, he was like, he would go anywhere for you or something.
He would go anywhere for you.
Yeah. So that was like, huh. So then I got kind of like, I was thinking even more so that it was a possibility.
Right.
And so then once we were in Lisbon, it was the Saturday, right? I think.
Yeah, first leg.
Yeah.
Like second.
Yep.
First full day.
Yeah. And so we were sitting down for lunch and you guys were like, Julia, it's time to reveal like the surprise and boat cruise, wine boat cruise sponsored by Benbow. Because he knows how much like you get nervous and whatever.
Yeah.
And so then I am like, oh my God. I was like, you guys, you are not going to believe this. But I thought Ben was going to come over here and surprise me and propose to me over here.
Oh my God. You are so crazy to think that, Julia.
I was so crazy to think that.
Why would a man do that?
I don't know. I was being delusional, obviously.
Men aren't capable of things like that.
Exactly. Should have known.
Duh. Just kidding, guys.
So after that, you guys did a really fantastic job of covering that up. After that moment, I had no clue. I was like, that was crazy of me. So when it came time, I was so surprised.
She was very surprised.
I was so surprised.
It was. Well, we also have to cover the peril that we were facing intrinsically. You were facing this peril in a much different way than we were, perhaps. So, the day after our boat cruise, the boys... Oh, no.
2 days.
Oh, my God. I'm so bad at storytelling.
No, it's 2 days.
Why do I have a podcast? I can't even tell a story.
Oh, jeez. Yes, you can.
Oh, my God. Second leg is Madrid, where Mariah has been teaching, where your family is from.
Exactly.
Big part of the trip in the middle.
Yeah.
And you'd been there before, Sarah had been there before. It was kind of just like, okay, we do what we want. We take this one slow. It's fun girls' time.
Yeah. Like I had seen some things before. Mur was showing us around and yeah.
And so on a Monday, we were trying to find somewhere to eat lunch. And we walk up to this restaurant and the hosts are like,
no.
Young guys.
Yeah.
They're like, no, we can't feed you. No, we don't have power. We're like, haha.
Okay, we're tourists. Like, we get it. Like, but like, really, we're hungry. Where can we eat?
Please support your business.
And then they were like, oh, yeah. So like, all of the power in like this part of Spain and like some of Portugal is like gone.
We're like, yeah, right, guys. Thanks, funny. And so we start walking.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, that stoplight is dark. And
we're like, our phones aren't connecting. Like, we can't get a hold of Mariah.
Who was at work.
Right. But like, we couldn't get a hold of anyone and like, we couldn't get our stuff to load.
And we're like, oh, it's pretty dark in all the stores on the street. Oh, maybe they weren't wrong. And so there was a power outage in all of Spain and Portugal.
Unbeknownst to me, though, Ben was traveling.
Yeah.
During this.
Yeah. So all we knew at this point, power had gone out by like 1 p.m. The boys landed at around 10 a.m. and weren't supposed to get into their Airbnb till like 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Luckily, the Airbnb host let them in early. They were able to message them fine, got into their place. And then the power went out.
Yeah.
So like if they were delayed by 2 hours, they would have been stuck at the airport. They would have not been able to get into their Airbnb overnight. They would have been sleeping on the street or in the airport. Like
Or like they could have been caught like on public transit.
Yeah.
Like there were millions of people that like were just everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got very lucky there. But all we knew, our only communication with them since they had landed was that it was happening in this one park.
Big park.
Tomorrow.
Big park.
Big park.
Large.
It's like 3+ square miles.
Ginormous.
Retiro Park.
Retiro, yeah.
In Madrid. And so we're like, oh my God. Like, no matter what, we will be in this park tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we will walk every inch of it until their ass, like, we find them.
Yeah.
Okay, even if you were looking sweaty, whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry. Mer's just gonna be, wait, I'm lost a little bit. Like, we just have to go this way. We have to go this way.
And I would have been like, okay, weirdo.
Yeah.
Can we sit down?
Freak.
Yeah. But this whole time, I was just like I was fine. I was a little anxious, probably just because like the power was like out. And I was like, okay. But I like obviously wasn't doing this whole mental battle about like what was gonna happen and like I didn't know all of these things were happening.
Yeah, Julie's like, I just want to FaceTime Ben. And then we're like, you can't.
You can't.
He FaceTimes you in a random hotel room.
Jeez, no.
So it was honestly like, thank God the power went out a little bit because then you couldn't FaceTime him.
Right. Because we hadn't really FaceTimed because we'd been so busy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, it's about time for one. And then power was gone. And I was like, well, heck, I can't.
No.
So, but the power did come back on that night, Monday night, once Mur found us.
Yes.
Which was a whole nother story. She just like basically threw rocks at her window and then broke into our apartment with her memory.
Yeah. She was like, no, I know this neighborhood pretty well.
Yeah. She's like, I just found it based on the address I had saved. And I'm like, okay, Nancy Drew, like, who are you? So she found us.
Didn't even have a map, just knew.
But we were hungry girls.
Yeah.
And so Mur found us. We were like crying when she like knocked on the door. It was just like so sweet, reunion. We were like, well, Mur, do you have like candles? Do you have cash, basically?
Yeah, because we had €6 to our name. We really thought ahead there.
Yeah, we did. That was ridiculous of us. But we were hungry. We needed things. And so Kate, Mur, and I walked back to Mur's apartment, got the stuff. But on our walk, Kate started getting some signal.
Uh-huh.
And my phone wasn't really working the whole time either because I didn't have my international plan. It wasn't working. So that's why I also wasn't in contact with Ben very much. But when we were walking, Kate was like, oh, I'm getting some service. And so I was like, oh, will you like text Ben and let him know I'm okay?
Yeah.
And so she was like, oh yeah, like of course, whatever. So then like we got our stuff, went back to our place. We're having wine via candlelight.
Yeah, it was very wholesome.
And rolls.
Yeah, rolls.
They're
like
so good. Oh.
Spanish Takis.
So good. Miss them. Just dreaming of them.
We'll import them for your intimate wedding.
Amazing.
Perfect.
Churros and
churros and chocolate and rolls.
And rolls.
Delicious.
Not to be confused with the bread. So once we got, like, we were having our dinner snacks, we were like, okay, like the power's not coming back on tonight. We're just going to try and get some sleep. We all got ready for bed. We were like in bed. And then like someone was like, or no, we were like in bed and we heard like cheering, I think, outside.
Yes.
And it was just crazy. And like we saw like lights kind of coming back on and you kind of like heard like clicks and like whirling kind of coming. And we were like, oh my God. So we all just like shot out of bed.
Yeah.
We're like, oh my God. We got so excited.
Yeah, went and joined people out on the terrace.
Yeah, we were like, woo. And then I, of course, was like, oh my God, I have to call Ben.
Yes.
And when I like, my like messages started coming back because like the Wi-Fi turned on, I was like, oh, like I don't have any text from Ben. This is weird. I'm like, I feel like he would have heard about this, you know? And like my mom had texted and like I had some other texts.
Yeah.
And so I was like, does he not care? Like what?
Like,
Jerk. So I called him on Instagram because because I had tried videoing. It didn't work because he was not awake. But I thought it was like normal time in the States, like lunchtime or whatever. And so I tried just voice calling and he answered and he like sounded very tired. And I was like, what is wrong with you? I was like, hey, like, did you hear about what was going on here?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, yeah, I saw that. Like,
yeah, sounds legit.
Sounds crazy. Like, And he was like, sorry, there's been like storms here back in like Minnesota. And like, so like I've been dealing with stuff with like Stu and like.
Yeah, their power was out too.
Yeah.
It actually was for a bit.
Yeah. And he was like, my mom's been calling me and like whatever. And then, so we like talked for like a very short amount of time. And then he was like, well, I gotta go. My mom's calling me. So I was like, okay.
Just a quick hit.
Just a quick hit. So whatever. I thought it was weird. Next day comes. We're just shopping girls, roaming around. I was kind of leading the day a little bit. Like roaming.
Yeah.
Because Mur had to go to school, I think.
Yep.
Right? Mur had to go teach. And so we were like roaming around in different neighborhoods. You were supposed to be keeping us away.
Yeah, I was trying my best, but it was like, how do I not look like a screenager, track where they are, but also not be suspicious about like, oh, let's actually go this way, Julia. Bad idea, Julia, who knows what she's doing. I know better. No, I would just be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We're going here next. Don't be there. And we came within like a quarter mile many times.
So many times.
You wouldn't think it's that small of a place.
Right. But like where we were is kind of like a little bit more touristy and like, so that's kind of where we were hanging out.
Right. And they wanted to go shopping for the occasion too.
Right. In case you needed
to
new
look
clothes.
dapper.
Duh. And David.
Dapper Dan's. Did we even mention that he brought David and Casey
with him?
Oops. Oh, yeah.
Well, because we didn't get into the actual thing yet.
True.
But that is where we were going next.
Yes.
So we had like our day out. We were shopping, whatever. And then we had always said, okay, Tuesday is Mariah's dinner club. And so we were like getting all dressed up and we were going to go out to dinner. But then like as we were getting ready, like I think you guys, girls, ladies, were saying like, oh, we need to get a good group picture. So we need to make sure everyone's looking really cute.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Retiro Park and do that before dinner.
Yeah.
And so we were going. We got all dolled up. I was like, normally I would be a little bit more weird about like my hair was not doing what I wanted it to. And like I would have been stressed normally.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't. I was like, honestly, I don't care. Because I was like, what like, is this going to do for me?
We'll
it doesn't matter.
Picture or whatever.
Right, exactly. I was like, whatever. So then we got on the metro, headed to Retiro. We're walking. I was just like free. I was vibing.
Yep.
Mur and I were at the front. We were just booking it and we were just chatting it
Holding
up.
hands. Just
Holding
the girls.
Hands. We were just
because
like,
it's girls' trip.
It was girls' trip. And we were having a fantastic time. And so we were walking around, taking like one-on-one girl pictures. And then Mur was like, oh, actually, like, I want to go this way. I was like, okay. Skirt. I was like, sure, I don't care. So we were walking. Again, I was kind of like in the front. I think Anna had kind of like joined in the front a little bit. And we were like looking around and taking pictures and like not a care in the world. And we were walking and we get like pretty close to like the edge of the park where like the gate is. And it's like a very pretty, like, it's got like 2 walkways and it's got like greenery in the middle and like shrubbery and like it had statues. And so I was like taking pictures of that. And we get like not very far from like the edge, I would say. And I was just like, do. And then I like look and I'm like, it's like, that kind of looks like Ben. But then I was like, no. And then I look, I'm like, that's Ben. So I stop dead in my tracks.
You did.
And I knew what was happening. So I said, take my sweater, take my purse.
Hold my purse.
Hold my purse.
Hold my rings.
And I walked to go meet Bembo. And I was like, oh my God, what are you doing here? It's like, what about Stu?
First thing she said, the dog.
Where is the dog?
How could you do that to him?
I just had a lot of questions. Anyway, so, you know, Benbow, he was like, I had something prepared, can't get through it, like crying, blubbering mess as we were. So he got down on one knee, proposed. I said yes. It was a joyous occasion. And then we were just like, whatever. And then I was asking more questions. And then he's like, oh, yeah, David's here.
David.
I was like, David? So I went and ran and gave David a hug.
Yep.
And then David was like, Casey's here. I was like, what? Casey? So I went and gave Casey a hug.
Yep.
And that was just like the best moment. It was just like everyone, like my like closest friends just all being there and like being able to celebrate. And then we went to dinner after. And
it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Not a dry eye in the house.
Not a dry eye.
Okay. Casey was media man. He was on camera duty, getting the secret angles. David got, I got a video. I got video.
You got video.
On my iPhone.
Yep.
David also had a camera, but that's more of the like artsy little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were prepared.
You were ready and you executed well.
Beyond almost spoiling the entire thing, we were prepared.
Yeah, you were. But when the moment happened, no idea.
Yes.
Was not expecting it, so pulled it off.
Great success.
So
lying is always good.
Always.
That's the lesson I learned.
Lie, kids.
Wow. But a great lie. And then dinner was cute.
And then hung out with Ben that night. And then we got to go roam around. Him and I kind of spent the day together. Roam around. We met my great aunt, P-Dod, for lunch. And that was really, really fun and cool that he got to meet her. And then we met my dad's cousin, my second cousin then. I don't know. And she we walked around a lot with her and she was great. She came and studied here when she was in high school. So yeah, it was really cool. And then we said, ta-ta, Benbow and the boys.
Then we said, bye, this is still girls' trip.
Bye, girls' trip, time for Barcelona.
Yeah. Get out of here. Yeah. Finished in Barcelona.
Exactly.
We were all a bit tired by that point because all the exciting stuff had happened.
Yeah. We were tired. And then
and we did it to ourselves. But you're only young for so long. So we were fine.
We were fine. The garden, Gaudi's garden, was that right?
Oh, yeah, in the rain.
That was like a breaking point.
Yeah. I had a great time in the rain.
I wanted to be mad so badly, but I couldn't be. I was just like, we're here.
Yeah. I'm glad. No. I don't even know. I had a good time in the rain, but I understand where it was like, are you fucking kidding me? We bust all the way here for it to be pouring rain, and you're still like, no, we're going to get our money, our tickets worth.
Yeah.
We paid like $30 to get in there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Something crazy.
That breakfast that morning, though, that we had, still one of my favorite breakfasts. Breakfasts? Do you remember? It was like, I don't remember the name, but there was like a little like egg dish that I had, and there was toast, and there was like, I don't know what was in it, but I could find the picture.
Oh, and it was like a little brunchy spot.
Yeah.
It was kind of maybe not touristy, but a little more like
it was like
social media spot.
Yes.
That was also one of the best breakfasts I've ever had in my life.
Because we got the same thing, did we not?
Yeah.
So good. And I don't remember what was in there.
I took a picture.
Thank
God.
God.
I have to find it.
We have to make that one day.
Because it was like peanut sauce.
I think they call it was like Catalonian food is what they were saying. So like whatever makes sense that it's there, but
with poached eggs on toast.
Yep.
And then with this spread stuff.
There was other stuff.
We're not doing it justice. Yeah, there was a lot happening, but it worked so well.
So good.
Wow, you just brought that back to my mind. I had forgotten about that.
So tasty. That was probably my highlight of Barcelona.
Wow. Fair. That pretty much wraps up España.
That was a lot.
Mm-hmm. I want to hear a little bit more because we're on the same page in terms of management majors. Obviously. I mean, we're doing a podcast.
Yeah. So true.
Management. Roll toms. I want to know what it's like not knowing your next steps and your career goals and like what you want to do.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty to say there. I will say it's not a new feeling for me, obviously, because I feel like I would be doing something if it were. But this is something I've like been wrestling with since for sure freshman year of high school. And like growing up, I had several phases of like, I think anyone does, where it's like, I want to be a librarian. I want to be a writer.
A marine biologist.
A surgeon, perhaps.
Ooh.
Sports medicine, like doctor. Like, you know, all of the things
that when you're highly capable, you're like, I could do that.
Exactly, because, you know, accelerated learning.
Right, that's
and
what
like,
they tell you.
That's what they tell you.
You can do whatever.
Yeah. They're like, oh my God, you're so smart. You can do whatever you want. What they don't tell you is you get burnt out.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to stop telling kids that. I think they have pretty much.
Yeah. I think they should.
Yeah. That's a whole different episode.
Different issue. Well, same issue, different episode. So like into high school, I really started trying to like figure it out, like what I was wanting. Like freshman year, I was still like, I want to be a doctor, surgeon. Then I took a health professions class. I was like, nope, don't want to do that. And so then I was kind of like, you know, very environmentally conscious. I was like, maybe I want to do something here. But then I was really, science was my least favorite subject. So I was like, maybe not this.
Yeah.
And so then I took, junior year of high school, I took a sports marketing class. And so I was like, okay, this is interesting to me. I was like, maybe like business then. Sports. So then fast forward, you know, junior year turns into senior year rather quickly. And, you know, I was being a social lady in like sports and whatever. I was busy and I was like, let's go to school for business. That seems like a good plan because you can apply business to anything.
Correct.
I don't have to make up my mind yet. And so then, you know, I decided I wanted to go St. Thomas, GHR program, got accepted into that. And that was like, you have to do a business degree. And so I started off just like general whatever, which became leadership and management. And I just like, the whole time I was like, what am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Be a leader.
Be a leader.
You're going to be a leader and you're going to administer personality tests.
Really? Like.
And you're going to consult.
It's all soft skills. And
it is.
That is why I think it was hard. Because like, you know, going into college, you're kind of supposed to know what you're wanting is how it's projected or what is expected maybe.
Yeah, expected. Preferred.
I mean, yeah, when you're spending a lot of money to like learn. And so I kind of like, I was taking the leadership and management classes and I was like, you know, none of this is really like, it's interesting, I guess, but it's not like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Yeah. And then like it was junior year and I was like turning into senior year really quickly. And I was like, I haven't had an internship. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And so I like kind of started like frantically like applying to things. And I was like, maybe I want to be a buyer at Target. Like classic associate buyer. Yeah. And that didn't work out. That internship, I didn't work out and I was still not sure. And so then as I started looking for jobs, I still like didn't really know what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I was just applying to anything I think that could work with my like soft skills. Like being organized and planning and like all of that stuff. And it was just, I was like, well, I think I like advertising and marketing and whatever. And so basically that's how I got where I am. And it was like, all right, project management in advertising.
Perfect.
Which, you know, sounds great.
Yeah.
But is not exactly what I had imagined it to be. And right. I don't think it's like my long-term career that I love.
Yeah. Certainly not glamorous.
No.
When so many parties are involved. And
yes.
Totally underrated in terms of how things get made.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know. I barely even understood what an agency was. Right. Until I had I had that small film intern ambassadorship as a sophomore in college where I was working for an agency I didn't even know that. I was like, oh, they're called Allied Global Marketing. Didn't know they were an agency.
Yeah.
I thought they were just
Vibrant.
a marketing firm.
They're there.
Yeah. And then
They
I'm
just
like,
did it.
oh, they've been contracted by the big studios to
Right.
do this work.
Yeah.
And then I have been, yeah. So it's like you don't understand what it is
How it
until you're
works.
in it.
Yeah.
And then it's crazy and it changes all the time. And it is unbelievable and
Yeah.
unpredictable.
Super.
Which I know is not Julia's favorite thing.
Exactly. It's unpredictable. The hours, you know, you have to kind of be a little flexible with, you know, when you can work and if something needs to get done, like you just have to do it. Which is like, I've always been a big balance person. I'm a little too good at setting boundaries.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Hey, I don't think so. I don't think there's such a thing.
It's a lot of unknowns and waiting around for other people and things that they don't do good things for me.
Yeah, they don't fulfill Julia.
They don't fulfill me, and I want to help people.
Yes.
And the not knowing how to get to that point is scary. And especially in like the economy right now, it's like not time to jump ship.
Oh, yeah.
Or change careers necessarily if you can help it. Yeah. So I'm just kind of at like a impasse and I don't really know what to do.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
We're here to remind ourselves of happy things that we've gone through.
Exactly.
What's important to you and how we're navigating it as Gen Z because everything else is fucked. So, but I have more faith in you than anyone because of those soft skills. Like, people shit on the soft skills so much. There would even be multiple professors of whatever who are like, why would you go be a management major when you could be a finance major and get some hard skills and then learn that other stuff on the side? But it's like, no, if you didn't have a manager, people would be so much more angry. They would not understand how to make efficient work and efficient teams and like healthy teams. And it's like nothing would get done without those soft skills, especially like in terms of change, in terms of navigating, you know, the changes we're going through even now. Like even if they're especially nasty changes, like those soft skills are so necessary and they are what's setting us apart these days because, okay, the robots, the AI, all these people are going like be able to complete the entry level hard skills.
Right.
Okay, so let's pick the kid with soft skills.
Right. That can, get some added value out of them and can actually progress in their careers and be a manager eventually. And
yes.
Yeah.
So I have faith in you that whatever you do,
you
will bring something so beautiful to it. And even if it changes every few years,
right,
it's still somewhere you can put your heart and your focus.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing if you change your mind.
Yeah. I think eventually I will be more confident in my abilities. And I think what is truly going to fulfill me is being like an entrepreneur in some way. And I don't know how that looks, but I need to figure it out.
Yes. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. It's going to have a creative element to it.
Yes, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. I'll let you know.
For Julia's business.
But we got to build up the bank before we start making businesses.
I suppose.
Heck.
We'll try our best.
We'll do what we can. Yeah.
We'll be okay.
We will be okay.
I know we were business majors, but don't worry about us.
We are smart.
That's what they tell us.
That's what they said.
At least a little bit.
At least kind of.
At least we have emotional intelligence.
EQ. Underrated for sure.
Yeah.
But.
Truly. Okay, well, we are closely approaching the end here. So I do need to ask my famous question, and that is, what are you consuming in media right now?
What am I consuming in media right now? Well, as you know, Tuesday nights, Dancing with the Stars. Yes. I have never been into it before this season. I've always just like seen 1 or 2 episodes, but I am loving watching it.
Casting directors need a raise after this season.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So good. So
they
good.
got that bag.
They did a great job. So for sure, I've been watching that. Doing my fall rewatch of Gilmore Girls. I'm still cooking on that.
Nice.
Love it. Singing that song always.
Yeah. Which has better, really quick.
Yeah.
Which has better transitions? Hannah Montana transitions or Gilmore Girls transitions?
Ugh. I haven't rewatched Hannah Montana in a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh, I do.
I think I've sang Hannah Montana transitions in multiple episodes.
You do enjoy doing that, I feel like. I don't know. I feel like for me, in this part of my life, I like the Gilmore Girls ones more. But like, those are so iconic.
Yeah.
We love her.
That's true. I think they serve different purposes.
For sure. Different audiences, if you will. What? Maybe the same audience at different points in their lives.
Absolutely.
So, what have you been consuming, Miss Sofa?
Great question. I'm just patiently awaiting Stranger Things.
The last season.
I'm being so patient.
She's being so brave.
I'm so scared.
Is that Halloween? Is that when it comes out?
It is day before Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, finale on New Year's Eve.
They're really holidays.
Yeah. They had released season 2 on or very near Halloween. Yeah. And season 3 on 4th of July. I don't remember season 4. I don't remember when they released that. I think it was kind of random.
Yeah. Weird.
But yeah, they brought it back to the holidays. And I'm like, you are so rude for that. You're going to ruin all my holidays.
Ruin Christmas.
Where I'm going to be crying. And all the memes are so accurate and funny about how devastating it's going to be.
They're going to rip your hearts out.
I hope it's not dumb. And they're worried that they're going to have the same thing happen to them that happened to Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Some of the worst last season reviews of all time.
Ugh.
People still love it.
Right.
But I think because they had that fear, I trust
that it will not happen.
Yeah. And they've always had a certain amount of like, not cheesiness, but like everything's a little bit kitschy. Like their one-liners are like, if we don't do this, this happens.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't really avoid that when it's adventure. You got to move the plot with every thing, every line. Anyways, I'm rambling now.
No, that's the beauty of it.
Waiting for Stranger Things. In the meantime, I've been rewatching The Good Place.
Slay. I never actually finished that.
Oh, really? It's good.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, this is the bad place. just felt so on the nose. So that's what I've been rewatching.
Are you excited for Wicked 2?
Oh, yeah.
Excited. Is that Thanksgiving?
Yes, but we have our tickets. We got the Amazon Prime tickets, so we're seeing it November 19th.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Early.
I think I'll probably wait to see it with my mom over Thanksgiving.
Sure, Bear.
If there's time, there's going to be a bridal shower that weekend. Not for me.
Okay.
For Alexis, I'm hosting. So
very exciting.
Yes.
Also, shouts out, Julia gave me these little guys here. These were her own propagations. She kept them alive. She grew them.
She's pretty, isn't she?
She is. Look at her. She's so healthy. These 2 guys are new.
Love the leaves.
Yeah,
so
I took
pretty.
off that one dead one.
Yep.
And now it's happy.
She's so happy.
So what is this? Are these technically the same, though?
I think they're 2 different plants, but they're both pothos. This one's just got like I forget what it's called. The
heathered look.
It's like,
I don't know what.
Not striations. It's something. There's a word for it. The plant people love it.
Anyway, shouts out to Juju for this here plant. Hopefully it lives many, many lives right here.
I hope so. You have to make sure she gets some sun now and again.
I know. We open that up. It gets some afternoon sun.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
And this guy, looking good.
I know. I hope we can keep it alive through the winter.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
If Ben has done it, you can do it too.
That's true. It's true. But, okay, yay. Julia. Yay. Everyone wish Julia a happy engagement and good luck in planning her next endeavors in life, in wedding.
And all the things.
And all things. Yay!
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye. Who are we waving at? I haven't decided yet. One, bitch, huzzah.